Hey, what do you say? What do you hear? Happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a good Monday start to the work week. Hey, it is what it is. But anyways, not a lot going on in the NFL world. So today I wanted to talk about 10 things I am looking forward to watching in the upcoming NFL season. And I'll start with the 10th first, work my way down to the most important things I'm interested in seeing play out in 2021. So, number 10, I'm interested in how the 17-game season plays out. Now, I believe they should have added an extra bye week. I was for the 17-game season, but I think they could have added an extra bye week and extended the NFL season by maybe 2 or 3 weeks with that extra bye week, and we would have had a lot more football, and players would have only had one more game plus less preseason games. But the NFL never did that, so it is what it is. But I am interested in how much injuries become a factor. Will that 17th week even mean anything? How will the divisions be decided by then? It's going to be very interesting to watch. And the injuries is a big concern of mine with that, which is why I thought they needed the extra bye week. All right, number 9. For the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm interested in the tight end position. Is Zach Ertz going to be there? If not, and Dallas Goedert is the guy, can Dallas Goedert stay healthy? Health has been an issue for him. He's a good tight end, but how good? I mean, how good will this guy be when he is the guy? They do have to extend him, so this is an important battle to watch for. I don't know if Zach Ertz is going to be there. He might. I don't really know what's going to happen at this point. But that's going to be interesting. If Ertz does play, how good will he be? Will he be good enough to go out, get a new contract, get us a good compensatory pick? That's going to be an interesting thing to see. I think, but most of us fans want to see what Dallas Goedert can do. I think he needs to take another step. I think he needs to stay healthy and show that he can be the guy, because as good as he's been when he played, in my opinion, his injuries are a concern, and especially if you're going to sign him to an extension. But I do think he is a player. So we'll see. Number 8, I want to see how Jonathan Gannon coaches the defense. Now, he said a lot of things that he doesn't really have a scheme. He'll be flexible from game to game based on opponent. He'll look at his talent, see what he has. He said all the right things. Those are all things I like to hear. But he's a new defensive coordinator. How's he going to look? That's going to be very interesting. Is he going to be aggressive? We love our aggressive defensive coordinators. We'll see. I don't know. We're going to see in 2021. He said all the right things, in my opinion. So I'm interested in seeing how that plays out. Number 7, I want to see Josh Sweat and Derek Barnett, how they play this season. Now, Josh Sweat has been impressive to me. Every year he's gotten a little bit better. And you see that improvement. That's what you want to see. On the other hand, to me, Derek Barnett's best year was his rookie year. He has gotten worse every year, in my opinion, or stayed stagnant, and he's always hurt. And both of these guys have to be extended. So to me, this is a make or break year for these guys. Or are you going to extend them? I do believe Josh Sweat will be extended. Derek Barnett, they'll probably extend him, but I don't know if they should. I want to see what he can do. I want to actually see this guy take a big step forward. He has not lived up to the first-round pick that we used on him. So this is a huge year for Derek Barnett. And we really need him to develop and to improve and to become a guy we could count on moving forward. Okay, number 6, the offensive line, especially the battle at left tackle. Who will win that battle, Mailata or Dillard? And then there's other things on the offensive line. Lane Johnson, will he be able to be highly productive still? He is, 30 now? He had some injuries. We need to see that Lane Johnson can still be a stable tackle for our team going forward. He's not that old. I think we could still possibly get several years out of him, you hope. But this is a big year to see how he bounces back. And then Brandon Brooks, coming off another Achilles. How's he going to hold up this season? So there are things like that. I'm not worried about Kelsey. He'll play. He'll be effective this year. He might retire at the end of the year, though. So that is a future thing that we have to worry about. But, there's a lot of things on the offensive line to watch for that will be very interesting this season. Number 5, I'm interested in Miami Dolphins. How will their season go? I'm rooting very hard against them because we got that first-round pick, and we want it to be as high as possible. So I'll be interested in Miami every week in the regular season, and I'll be rooting hard against them. It's actually going to be fun. I may do some bets or something or make it interesting, and we'll follow it throughout the NFL season. Number 4, Carson Wentz remaining healthy while the Colts have little success. Now, Colts are a good team, so they probably will be a very good team, but I'm going to root hard against them while I root for Carson Wentz to remain healthy and play good enough to play out the majority of the season so we get that first-round pick. So I guess I would prefer the Colts come out playing really good. They're all happy with Wentz, and then hopefully as the season goes down, they start losing some games and that pick gets a little bit higher. I do think they'll be a playoff team. I think it'll be a high pick most likely, but you never really know in the NFL. So we will be rooting against the Colts all year long while we root for Wentz to have a good enough season to keep his job. Number 3, Nick Sirianni's offense. How will he coach the game? How will he have a balanced running attack? How will he handle Jalen Hurts? Will he do those things necessary to protect a young quarterback? That is going to be very interesting to me because we really don't know what Nick Sirianni is. Now, I like what he says. I like also that he wants all his players interchangeable so he could use them in any position. That should be very interesting. I want to see that. I'm very curious to see how that plays out in 2021. Number 2, the Eagles wide receiving core. This is probably one of the biggest things for me. I've been waiting for Eagles to solve the wide receiver position for so long. They had a couple good years. You had Terrell Owens one year. It looked good. You had Deshaun and Macklin for a little bit. But other than that, we've always been in need of wide receivers who could play. I mean, we've lost so many big games over the last 20 years because our wide receivers sucked, and the Eagles have failed to address that position properly. But at this time, I actually think we have it solved. I'm a huge Devontae Smith fan. I think he's going to be a monster in this league. So watching him is going to be so fun. And then I'm interested in the other receivers. Jalen Reagor, how's he bounced back after injury-plagued rookie season? I think he showed some flashes. I think he could be a valuable receiver. He's not a number 1, but I think he could be a number 2 or a number 3 that we could count on. Travis Fulgham, how's he going to play? We saw some flashes. Then Doug Peterson benched him for Alshon Jeffrey, and he never really got it going again. And then a guy I'm really excited about is Quez Watkins. Quez Watkins, in his few opportunities, just flashed. I mean, you can just see it. He passed the eye test. And I just want to see more. He may be a guy that could end up being our second best wide receiver on this team. We don't know. So the wide receivers are going to be extremely fun to watch. I even like Hightower. I think, he showed that he can be a player in this league. He can contribute. He still has work to do, but I think he's a guy that could play and participate here and there, and even that will be fun to watch. And then number one, the most important thing I want to see in 2021, the most important thing for the Eagles' future is Jalen Hurts' development. Now, this to me is basically his rookie season, really, because he only played 3.5 games last year under bad situation. He didn't have a training camp. This is really his first season, and there's going to be up and downs. It just is. He's a young quarterback, new offense, and everything. But I do believe Jalen Hurts is going to prove the doubters wrong. And I believe he's going to develop a huge connection with Devontae Smith, and they're going to be a tandem that teams are going to have to worry about every game. So Jalen Hurts is the most important part of the Eagles' future. If Jalen Hurts does not work out, the Eagles are in big trouble because we have a lot of needs coming up in future seasons. A lot of our guys are getting older. Fletcher Cox is getting older. Brandon Graham. We don't know if Barnett's going to work out. We might need another defensive end. We're going to need a new center. Maybe we got one at our second-round pick this year, but maybe not. I don't know. So there's a lot of question marks going forward. We need cornerbacks. We're going to need safeties. McLeod's old. So the last thing I want to have to do next year is draft a quarterback. I'm all in on Jalen Hurts. I think he showed flashes in his 3.5 games. They were limited, but I think he showed me, in my mind, when I seen him, I seen a guy that can make the plays. I seen a guy that was cool under pressure, and I seen a guy that can improve and get better as he goes on in his NFL career. I do like that the Eagles built a team around him this year. Unlike they did fail Carson Wentz in that area, but they did the right things this year with Jalen Hurts. They addressed the offensive line. They addressed the receiver position. And the head coach, I believe, is going to also help in that regard. So Jalen Hurts is, again, the most important part of 2021 season for all Eagles fans. And I believe in the kid. I believe he's going to be good. I believe he's going to come out swinging. I believe we're going to win the division. And I believe the future is going to be bright for the Philadelphia Eagles. And once he proves everybody wrong this year, and he's our quarterback going forward, then we get to use those 3 first-round picks to address other needs, and we're going to have a bright future in Philadelphia. Anyways, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later. Bye.